Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my live stream. It is the, what is it, the 13th of January already? We're almost halfway through. Boy, this this month is already going by fast. Hey, Dex, how's it going? Sorry, I'm coming up kind of late tonight. I had to take care of some stuff today. Pardon me. Still kind of fighting whatever I'm dealing with right now. I think I'm going to go over to... should I try America Link? Should I try... Where should I go right now? Should I try... just going on 30 Charlie? Where should I attend to right now? You guys tell me. You, halfway to your birthday. You work nights, huh? I normally, if I was working, I would probably get off another 2 hours from now and not get home to close to midnight my time, which would be 3 a.m. East Coast time. So, just getting things started here. Didn't think. Seems when I go on a little bit earlier, I get a lot more of the East Coast audience, obviously, because it's earlier. So next week I got some early days. I'll be able to go on Sunday for a little bit. Monday, won't be able to go on Tuesday. I'll be able to go on Wednesday. Won't be able to go on Thursday or Friday. No, Thursday I'll be able to go. No, wait. Won't be able to go on Thursday or Friday. We'll be able to go on Saturday. I don't know about Sunday yet. I got to see. I'll definitely have to see there. Looks like 30 Charlie's quiet right now, too. Oh, I did not go in today. All right, so let's go to 30 Charlie, see if anybody's out there. I'm on the hotspot. Was it quiet today on the radio? I didn't touch my radio today at all. Well, maybe I can liven some stuff up here. We'll see. Check. Looks like we got somebody just kerjunked there. Oh, Ken just decided to go on. Had some free days. Nice to see you in there. For some reason, I saw you leave a comment on one of the past videos, but I was not able to comment back for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a setting on your side or what. So, Dex, you just borrowed FTM 400, huh? Do you like it? I think I'm going to jump on Reflector 30 Charlie, everybody. We'll see how this goes. Throat still sucks. This is Greg K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie tonight from Southern California. What's left of tonight in the city of Chino. Also live streaming on YouTube if you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. Once again, I'm live streaming on YouTube right this very moment. For all you night owls out here watching the stream, nice to pull in there. All right, Ken. Good night, man. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I hadn't seen you in there last couple days, I don't think. So it's good to see you in there. I like that you put the U.S. Navy veteran in there. That's really good. My dad's like I think we chatted before. My dad's a U.S. Navy veteran, and he was actually a Canadian citizen at the time, but now he's a U.S. citizen. 73s, Ken. I don't know. I like my ID 5100, but you know they're coming out with the ID 5200, right? I shouldn't do that. That's bad. Bad, 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 bad. All right. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for jumping in there. Appreciate it. I gotta. Yeah, that's bad. I shouldn't start that rumor. Some guy on YouTube started a rumor or started saying the ID 52 is coming out next in the summertime. That'd be
you may
effed
have
up.
already left. I'm on a call, so just wanted to jump in and say hello, Greg. So hope you're doing well, and we'll talk to you a little bit later on. Leave K6EGG from WR5D73, Greg. I'll talk to you another time.
Copy that, Jerry. I should be on. I might be on tomorrow afternoon as well as tomorrow night for sure, and Sunday night. So for a little bit at least. I just found out today I got to be at work on Monday about 5 a.m. So good to hear you in there, and I'll chat with you later. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming this very minute on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. I have also have a link on my QRZ page as well. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be nice. That's one of the things, man, that I like my ID 5100. But that screen at night is just like, hello. I like the dark mode on the ID 52. I think I've mentioned that's one thing I really like about that. The digital analog ham was actually, he went through the menu system, I think it was him I was watching, and you can get into a dark mode. If they have that dark mode on the ID 52, or the ID 5100, I would love that. Quiet out here, man. You were right. Man, I gotta fix this screen again. It'll turn yellow. All right, it's still a little bit yellow. All right, let's try again here. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 30 Charlie tonight. Also live streaming on YouTube. Anybody out there on Reflector 30 Charlie? This is Greg in Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. I might have to go over to America Unlinked here if it's going to stay like that. What the yay? There is more people watching the stream than there is on radio, which was directly the opposite a couple months ago. But I appreciate you guys watching tonight. Anybody new coming over from Reflector 30 Charlie, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're afraid to come on, I apologize. Not out here to make money, just make some contacts and have a good time on amateur radio here. All right. Well, it doesn't sound like anybody's on Reflector 30 Charlie. So let's move over to America Unlinked.
Somebody ordered I can't remember the name.
Sounds like somebody is on there.
Second generation mic, I guess they call it. They're supposed to work good with this FG3D. But I just got to make sure for now to talk right here in the corner.
I think I've talked to him before.
You guys all hear it. Have the modulation turned all the way up. The mic gain turned all the way up.
Ken up in Oregon he's talking to, I believe.
Still a little disappointed in it. Expensive radio. No, an expensive radio that I'm hoping to get in the future is the ID52A, and that's DStar, and of course it has 70 centimeters and 2 meters analog, but hopefully get that one. But that is $649, pretty much the most expensive am at HT at this time. So go ahead, Ken.
Okay, then stand by one. I'm going to go ahead and switch modes or switch rigs here real fast. N7AMF.
It's Kenneth. I've talked to before. Good dude.
Here we go, N7AMF, going through the DMR Pi 0 star. Go ahead.
N7AMF, this is Kilo 5 Alpha Papa Delta. Sorry, Jim here in Artesia, New Mexico. Yeah, you sound fine. It's maybe a little bit louder, but between the two, I kind of like the one you had before.
DStar?
But they're both full quiet, so they're just fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for just subscribing. I really appreciate it.
There for a little bit. I just updated my computer and everything was scrambled, but as soon as I rebooted, everything settled itself back down again. Yeah, I just put in my Brandmeister dope on there to get the DMR, and then, of course, I set the Fusion to America Link. It probably works in all the other ones, too, but I never been able to raise anything except on America Link and on the Echoes, so I don't know if anybody's hanging around the right places or not, but
sometimes
I ended up picking a DMR because it was the
un-America Link.
easiest on the pocketbook. I'm sorry, but Yaesu started at about $2.50 bills for the cheap one, and it just, I got barely $2 bills with both the radio and the hotspot on this thing, so your turn, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, on that. That's why I like it, DMR also. I got a few different DMR radios. I got the radio.
So right now we're monitoring America Link
with the open software.
Here on,
works all right.
I'm listening to the Fusion side, YSF side, I think.
But I guess, well, I really don't know. I like DStar. DStar's pretty cool. But they're all about the same. I just wish.
I don't know. I think DStar's audio sounds a little better. What do you think?
Although,
it seems a little more stable too. The DStar is.
That is. And go to each one. The little dongle I got, something 30. I can't remember what it's called. It does both. It does three. It does DMR, Yaesu, YSF, and then it does. It does DStar, but I only use it for DStar because at this point I don't have a DStar radio. Hopefully get one in the future. So K6EGG back with you there, Ken.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, they all have their faults. There's not as many people on DStar, I think.
Yeah, only problem is when it comes to getting more radios, is the XYL does not see the virtue of having more than one radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. I'm trying to.
I definitely agree with you, Dex.
For my budget, what I want to do this coming up.
It's nice to hear somebody talking on the radio at least.
Tax time, maybe I'll get some refund back and.
Oh, I don't even want to think about taxes. Oh boy.
Consider more a generator, and that's going to cost about $600.
I got nailed last year.
Just in case, you never know, you might need a generator in case of emergency. Or getting that $649 new ID52, which I've heard some great reviews on it, and so that's what I'm.
It is a nice radio.
Who knows? But yeah, we spend a lot of money. My wife is pretty. I mean, she's all right with most of it because I usually buy it and then tell her later.
Attaboy. That's the way to do it.
But you know, it's not like we're in the poorhouse for it. You know, just more money than I should, and we also K6EGG back with you, okay?
That's the way to do it. Ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah, if I was a size whinge and complain about it, but you know what? When I started out in ham, I just got out of boot camp in 1979, and I paid
I would have been
$3.50
4 years old.
for a Kenwood mobile rig.
Don't fall for it, Dex.
I just trying to translate it out, like $350, considering what I was making back in '79 compared to what I'm making now. And we could have a substantial rig for that kind of money. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Been spending a lot of money on ham all along. No, I've only it was for 2019, the first month of 2019.
Or sell something and just buy something else, so you're not spending money. You're just trading what you have going, I guess. That's what I'm trying to do with the ID52. I'm trying to get rid of my TS2000.
Well, I have the most fun on HF, and that's where it's really gets expensive.
You said, I think he said 79.
You want to have something halfway decent, you got to have
79. So I was born in 75, so it would have been 4.
Only about 30 feet.
So he has 42 years on me, if that my math is correct.
And then I got a IC-9700, Icom IC-9700,
and anybody new to the channel, once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Kind of a quiet night. I have not made, I don't think I've made any contacts yet. I definitely don't want to break through this conversation.
A modest station.
So you're 10 years younger than me there?
What I need, and I have a lot of fun.
36 there, Dex?
But I do a lot of multitasking. Sometimes I'll have 4 or 5 radios going at the same time. And it gets a little difficult trying to keep up with all that. So K5 needs to be better.
Yeah, this is what I got going on right now. Oh, man. This is jacked up again?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Crap.
I remember back in the day, the last HF rig I worked with was a Yaesu 902. I can't remember the numbers on it, but
there
the thing
we go.
is I belonged to a ham club at the college where I was going to, and they had some nice state-of-the-art equipment.
Oh, you're 57, okay.
And of course, at that time, all my work on that HF was CW.
Oh, I was looking. I thought that was Dex. I apologize.
Get back there and actually start using some.
I feel like I'm 67 right now.
I need to get myself kicked in the behind. There was a conversion window where I could grandfather to a general from my technician back in the bad old days before they dropped the code requirement, but I never heard about it until it was too late, so I'm going to have to get busy and get my general.
Collins over on 30 Charlie right now.
On HF. And of course, there's always my 6-meter rig. I got a Grief Kit SB110, which is about a.
So Dex, what are you going to buy yourself for your birthday? Those are.
Excuse me, there. Right under my own.
I'm bad at model numbers. Let me double check.
Puts about 80 watt CW, and I'm estimating roughly 160 watts input on a tube type. It uses a pair of.
They are Yamaha HS7s. They sound pretty decent. I also have the sub too.
Does a real good job. Covers 50 to 52.
Oh man.
And a 7A. Back to you.
Yeah, I got a little bit of stuff going on here. I got 2 computers going. I got a radio going. I got 2 hotspots. I'm also monitoring 520 with that TMB71, I think it's called. So,
along with the extra, so.
Oh, the mixer. It's a 16. It's a Mackie 1624. Or sorry, 1642. I apologize.
Should have done it years ago.
I had a Presonus, but it had a delay on it. So whenever I talk, it would sound kind of weird. Let me change this picture back here. The digital consoles, the older ones, the cheaper ones, have a little bit of a delay to them. I'm already have a little delay through the processor I'm using, so that added delay was like an echo almost.
I only got into the ham after I retired. Well, except for the CD.
This desk is a. I gotta pull the stuff on it. I bought it at the San Francisco area.
I better not tie it up much longer.
Oh.
I know we don't hear too much on it, but I just
Omni racks.
Too long.
I'll pull this up here.
They don't really have clearly defined tack channels on YSF, and and you'd say, okay, let's go to something else like data or something.
OmniRax.
The person won't have it. So, but yeah, it's great talking to you. I'll let you wrap it up there. This is K5APD. Go ahead, Ken.
They're actually out of Sacramento. I apologize. I'll show you the exact one
Okay, then. Yeah, I'll
I got.
a little bit of data between there in case anybody else wants to get in. Do feel free to
I just sold my Personas.
Get your turn
It's a good little mixer, but man, they don't have enough inputs and outputs, and I don't like the onboard processing on it.
It's no better on DMR. I mean, we have the Oregon Talk group and Washington 2 Talk group, and those are the ones that people talk on, and there's stack channels out there, but you have to program in each and every one, and that's really a hassle. But that is one nice thing about the Droid Star. I can actually just disconnect it and type in a talk group number and then reconnect up there, and I got a totally new channel just on the fly like that. I know you're supposed to be able to program it from the radio, but never got a radio you can program from the panel very easily at all. Go ahead. We'll go ahead and say 73 and let you get back and give somebody else a chance with this thing.
Oh, that's not the right one. They don't have the exact one I have anymore.
N7 AMF. We'll say 73 on your final.
N7 AMF.
Let me look.
Jim here again.
I'm trying to find out the desk here, folks.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, I've got, I don't know how many channels programmed in my DMR and how many zones. And then I also have analog and then repeaters for, they all have to have their channels and all that, and talk groups. And
they don't have the exact desk I have anymore.
YSF, although right now I'm talking you on YSF. It's programmed only on that.
This is
yeah,
very similar to what I bought, what I have, although they've changed it.
And well, I'm usually
Here's a link right here
in New Mexico on 31350. It's a New Mexico check.
Except I have 4 racks in front of me, not 3. But they don't sell the same one I have anymore.
Somewhere in Texas, somewhere up there in northern New Mexico, and that sort of area. In Roswell, New Mexico, we live about 40 miles south of there. And and that's where our group is. We have our club over there. But yeah, it's great talking to you, and I was just listening before I go to bed and kind of relaxing. So N7.
Yeah, that's weird. They don't have the same one.
FAM, I believe. And this is Kilo 5 Alpha Papa Delta, Jim here in southeast New Mexico. 73s, yeah, a great one.
Yeah, you do have a good one there.
Yeah, they don't have the exact same one I have.
Yeah, and so AMF.
I like this. This is I'll tell you a story about how I got this one.
Catch it a little bit later on. N7 AMF will be clear.
So
73.
I went to Vegas. I worked in Vegas in May of 2016, I believe. I think it was 2016. And I churned $40 into like $8,000 in a night. So I basically redid my entire office, which was the last room in our house, and I decided to go big. I didn't spend the money on something stupid, I guess. But I mean, this is expensive desk. This was like $6,000. It's a solid, I think. I have to double check.
It's November 7th.
This desk is pretty nice. It's a solid desk. It has a pull-out thing here for a keyboard, but I got rid of it because my chair is too high. I like to sit a little higher, but it has rack space underneath. Has holes so you can run stuff up. It has a bunch of rack space. It's all kind of,
dashboard so I can see
overlooking everything. So it's really really appealing to my eye. And I can pretty much reach everything.
Yeah, hotspot using a Chinese DMR radio, but you sound good to me. Go ahead.
Let's see if I can make a contact in here.
Oh, great, Ken. I was having issues with DMR on Grandmeister a while ago, so I switched it over to Fusion.
These guys are both call letters are very similar.
Out how it's working.
So Dex, you do good on the craps table. You can get a desk like this.
Your audio is great.
The other thing is when we moved, my old desk was similar to this, but it was like a cheaper $200 version, and the movers broke it, so I definitely needed a new desk. It's very similar to a dispatcher desk.
PYT.
But I actually spent most of the money on. I redid all the walls, painted new carpet, and got all the soundproofing up that you can see here.
GPS that I just plain don't use it at all. Go ahead.
And Chris, my boy from Minnesota, thank you for watching in 1080p 60 frames. I hope it looks clear enough for my broadcast friend. Very good dude I've known for 20 years is watching right now. I did some I don't know if I traveled with you or not, but I would go to Minnesota, and you'd be my coworker there. So it's nice to see you again.
I'm on the 578 right now. As I mentioned, going through the hotspot, open spot 3.
So we're on America's Unlinked right now, but it does sound linked. It sounds very stable. Yeah, I was on at Lawrence. I was on our 30 Charlie a few minutes ago, and it was quiet. Nobody came back to me, so I decided to come over here. I see some active. I'm looking at the dashboard. It sounds like Ivan's in from South Korea.
Yeah, they do again. I started out with the original open spot.
So I might pop over there in a few seconds. That depends. I want to make some contacts over here.
As well as DMRs, I'm really happy with it.
I am spacing tonight. It's been a long couple days.
I'm actually, believe it or not, barbecuing right now, so I got to.
Home Slice is barbecuing at 9 o'clock at night in the freezing cold. That's a true barbecuer.
N7 LNX, Seattle.
Well, at least it's on the West Coast. It's not too late.
Okay, then I probably should let you go check on your barbecue and see what the wife wants. She wanted me to let the dog out, so I probably should go and bring him back in again. Yeah, we'll be listening there. I'll let you check on your barbecue. N7 AMF.
This is my time to jump in here. I will jump in here and comment on his barbecuing techniques at 9:15 at night.
7 freeze, Ken. N7 AMF. This is N7 LNX. You have a great night, and take care of the dog, okay? Hope to talk to you soon. Take care.
I just have a quick comment for N7LNX. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming right now on YouTube. Lots of COVID floating around there, Dana.
I'm sorry, Greg, what was the question?
Well, it wasn't really a question, but it was a comment. You are a true barbecue connoisseur. If you are barbecuing in January at 9:20 at night, you are my hero, because I absolutely love doing barbecue. So good for you, my friend. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California. That's cool stuff.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, I barbecue, even when it snows out. I've got a trigger and a
he's a true man. He's a man right there.
Grill. So I keep them going around the clock, and we love barbecue. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I got to scoot out and make sure nothing is on fire. N7 LNX.
Copy that. Cool deal, man. Enjoy your barbecue. I would love to see some pictures. I'll let you get to it. I'll be here for a little bit. This is Greg, K6EGG, also live streaming right this second on YouTube if you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. So back in the day when I lived at my condo, it was in a homeowners association, which I definitely don't like.
7 LNX, W1 Z, Dallas, Texas.
And I had a buddy over
here this morning.
And we came over. He came over after work. We got off work. He got off work. We got off work at 10 p.m. Was listening to music. Partaked a little bit in some of the green stuff. Got hungry. By the time we looked over, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I didn't have any food in the house except for some frozen hamburgers. Because I was a single, 25-year-old guy, and I had beer and frozen hamburgers and hot dogs. So I started the barbecue up about 2 a.m. We barbecued and got done, finished eating around 3:30 or so. And I got a letter in the mail from my association saying the hours we are allowed to grill outside were X to X. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to barbecue again. I guess I smoked out one of my neighbors, but it's all good. Had a good time. I showed my coworker, actually he's a good friend of mine, the letter, and he just started busting up laughing. I almost got a ticket for barbecuing in my home yard. So anyways, anybody coming over from America Link, this is Greg, K6EGG. I come on a couple days a week depending on my work and personal schedule. I haven't been on lately. I've been kind of dealing with some stuff, but...
K6EGG, this is KL4ZU, the last frontier.
That would be, would that be Alaska? Copy that. Go ahead. KL4ZU. This is Greg, K6EGG. That would be Alaska, correct? I was correct. Fairbanks, Alaska. Check him out. Look at that fish.
K6EGG, you are correct, sir. Fairbanks, to be exact. And I am out here just doing my normal thing I do at night, hauling snow. We've got 40 inches of snow here in Fairbanks just in December. And it's the beginning of our season. So yeah, we're getting hooked up and enjoying some radio. We're getting paid to listen to radio. KL4ZU.
Copy that. You're doing good, man. What are you guys? 2-hour time difference from California, or 3 in the winter time? I forget. And I'm looking at your QRZ. It looks like you're using a hotspot. So I'm using a open spot to get in right now through my Icom 9700 here in Southern California. By the way, man, that was nice. Whoever told me how to, I forget. Oh, it was Glenn that told me how to get rid of the beep.
KL4ZU, reject -9 GMT, so it is 8:23 presently in the midnight sun. Anything, my working conditions are my F23.
Thanks for subscribing, Phil. Appreciate it.
The MNDVM there, you see it, I kind of put together with guidance from my local helper, KL7ET, their top. KL4ZU back.
Copy that. I always thought you're a couple hours behind us, like the same time zone as Hawaii. So I guess I stand corrected. Now I know. Cool deal. That's one state I have not been to. Iowa, Arkansas. I'm sorry, not Arkansas. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Alaska, Maine, and what was the other one? I forget. Vermont. So I would love to visit your state one of these days, just not in the winter. Actually, you know what? I might. We'll see. I might do a mileage run up there. Are you born and raised up in Alaska? Thanks, Phil. Appreciate you coming over. I come on a couple days a week, depending on my work and personal schedule.
KL4ZU returning. I was born in Connecticut, and I went to Alaska in '97. I met my wife, who was born and raised in Fairbanks. So yeah, we 20 years married, September this year.
Copy that. You, I think it was Dan or Daniel. You kind of dropped out there. Your last word there. Yeah, I've never been to Iowa. I've never been to Iowa. I've gotten called to work in Iowa, but I've never worked. I've been in Nebraska, south of North Dakota, all that area, but never Indiana, Missouri.
And she's born and raised here in Fairbanks. So it'll be 20 years married September of this year. KL4Z.
Copy that. Congratulations on your just about 20-year anniversary there. And do you? I imagine you like it up there. How is it getting used to the cold? I mean, I know some people live in Minnesota, and I've traveled to Minnesota quite a bit back in the day, especially in the wintertime. And coming from Southern California, it just seems like a different world being in the snow, that cold of weather for that long too. So, yes, I would like to go to Iowa one day. That was one place I would like to go.
Well, K6EGG.
It gets dark there and stuff.
Yeah, we kind of had our cold weather last week. It was 38 below zero. 38 below zero.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that.
Wind chills beyond belief. And that normally doesn't last too long up here, but you do get used to it. And as they say, like in Arizona,
I have not.
It's a dry cold. KL4ZU.
KO4ZU. I think I'll stick to shoveling water when I have to. I'll stick to the dry heat we have here in California, but definitely would like to go up and visit. I'd like to go to Fairbanks. I remember as a kid looking at the map, the little globe thing, and going, I would always like to be up there. That would be really cool. I've flown over it a couple times, but I've never actually been to Alaska. So now I got my itch to go there. So maybe I'll see if I can talk my wife into it going in the summer, maybe this summer. No, I got to get with Scott on that, Dana. I have not. Maybe tomorrow night we'll mess around with it. Do it live.
Well, if you're jotting down your bucket list, check out Viking Cruises and Princess Cruises. I think it's Princess is the one that comes to Fairbanks. They have hotels throughout. Well, they have a couple in Anchorage. They have a couple in Denali Park and in Fairbanks. And they connect you with the Alaska rail system and some of the most beautiful things you'll ever see in your lifetime. KL4Z.
That's what I keep hearing. So I'd love to check out your state up there. I know I've been to Hawaii a lot, and then Hawaii has its own beauty, obviously, with being in the tropics. So I'll definitely want to check that out. So I'm going to take a standby. I don't want to hog this giant reflector up, but Daniel, is it Dan or Daniel? KL4ZU. This is Greg, K6EGG. Oh, man, I still got a massive headache.
It was a pleasure getting to talk with you, Greg. And I'll be definitely watching the YouTube video. But good luck with your channel. I like what you're doing. Be safe. KL4ZU73. Clear?
Copy that, sir. Thank you for the QSO. This is Greg, K6EGG, also live streaming on YouTube. Standing by and monitoring. Letting the reflector go here. I don't like to hog. I've already gotten a couple emails. You just take over the reflector. Oh, you're not home, Dana?
Yeah, K6EGG, November 7, Alpha Mike Foxtrot, yours, Ed.
Hey, Kenneth, right? Or Ken? N7AMF. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yes, it is. I just wonder what kind of rig are you running?
I am running a Icom 9700. I also have a RE20 studio microphone plugged into that Icom 9700. And I'm cross-moding in from DStar on my OpenSpot 3 into the, I believe I'm in the FCS side of the America link. Looks like a 037. And I'm going through that one there. Sometimes they go in the YSF. Sometimes they're not all everything's not all connected, but I've had the most luck on the FCS side when I cross mode in. What do you got running over there? This is great. K6EGG. Oh yes, we'll talk about that.
November 7 off of my Foxtrot. Yeah, I am running an MD-UV380 cross-moding into a Pi Zero Pi hat and cross-moding into Fusion reflector at America Link. And I also noticed some people come up on my ID on my radio, some people don't. So if you're doing P25 or whatever, it explains why I'm not seeing you. Go ahead.
Copy that. Yeah, sometimes I monitor the dashboard to see the messages and the call signs because I'm super bad at call signs. Even repeating them that they're in front of me on my screen. Sometimes the people's IDs don't show up. It depends if they go through like another gateway or something like that. But you're showing up here. I'm seeing your. I don't think I'm seeing your message there though. I got that screened off. But yeah, everything looks good. I see your DMR ID and the whole 9 yards. I have not played with NXDN yet. That's my next frontier. Is there a lot of people on that? I'll send it back over to you. This is great. K6EGG for N7 AMF.
I know, I have to tell you, I have never been on NXDN. I supposedly can work it, but I've yet to find any activity on it at all. The vast bulk of the stuff I do is either DMR or Yaesu Fusion on the America Link. I know there's activity elsewhere, and I've actually hit repeaters elsewhere, but other modes remain a mystery to me. I know that C4FM covers DStar and Fusion and Wires X as well, but NXDN is one of those ones that I'm not sure about. Go ahead.
Copy that. I have a scanner, a unit and scanner that has NXDN, and I've heard some I think it was commercial type stuff on it. They were I think it was UPS maybe on it. I can't remember, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty decent. A lot more clarity than P25, at least in my eyes. P25 gets a little crunchy at times when it's loud. So, all right, I'm gonna take a standby here for a little bit. I appreciate you coming back to me, Ken. Not feeling 100% here tonight yet. Kind of dealing with some stuff. But anyways, I appreciate you getting back to me. For N7 AMF, this is great. K6EGG.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and say 73 to you. Hi, yes. Not content with anything else. We got to come up with more radios. As soon as I figured out DMR, I figured I had to get a hotspot and get confused again. We'll say 73 and let you go. N7 AMF 73, and we'll leave the reflector open for other people. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wow, that didn't sound too good.
QRZ N1 station, I just saw the call sign flash by. You're very, very low level. Can barely hear you. This is N7 AMF on America Link.
Okay, the call here is November 1,
He must have
Delta
been
Zulu Romeo.
talking on the backside of his radio.
Connecticut.
We had a guy like that at work for a while. Alan, am I using an equalizer on my output? The best.
There we are. Here you
Output of what? Output of my mixer. Output input of my board. I'm not equalizing the output of the radio. I'm not equalizing the input of my audio mixer for the radio, but I am running a Optimod 6300, which is a radio processor. I'm kind of letting it do the work, and I have it. There's a stock setting. It's like a talk radio setting. So basically, EQs and boost and processes everything. So it might be EQ'd inside the processor. But I try to leave everything flat. Like my voice is pretty flat. I have a little bit of treble added to my voice through this microphone here, but that's about it. Radio's not touched. I am running some processing on it,
here,
just to kind of clean it up, compress
you'll have
it.
to go a little further east. We're really getting lots of snow. There last week, our entire state was plugged up from east to west. Nobody could go through the mountains to get the other side.
I want to try to give the radio sound exactly how it would sound coming out of a speaker, but the thing is, the digital world, when it gets compressed in the digital world, it turns into like an MP3, and it creates artifacts. So it changes the frequency range of the actual signal. So that's why I decided to get a digital processor. It basically cleans all that up before it gets into the digital world. Is the best way I can describe it. Gets rid of all the hiss, and it has a noise gate on it. So it sounds pretty clean, and I appreciate it. It's a lot of work to get all the audio levels set so everything sounds nice and clear and loud and everything like that, not distorted, not too low. Everything's consistent across the board, which is hard in the digital world in my eyes because they got so much different range and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, EQ into your radio. I don't have an EQ into my radio either. I am using an EQ on the radio. I've heard about those. In fact, I know somebody that has one. I'm spacing on his call sign right now, W6WWD. He lives down in Orange County. He has one of those. It sounds pretty decent. I think he uses it for HF mainly and sideband. Those things are tricky. You got to get them just right to make them sound right.
This is N1 DZR.
But if you get them dialed in, they sound really good, and they have good shielding on it, so you don't get any
N1
RSI.
DZR. Go ahead, N7 AMF.
RFI, pardon me. So, once again, anybody new to the channel tonight, just like Phil and Chris tonight, they hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Just out here having a good time. And also Chris Tweeter, he's probably not watching now, but good dude I know from Minnesota. He subscribed as well.
Here. I'm on the FT3D right now. So
know how I can do a conversation. I'm not feeling 100%.
Some snow Monday, but it's been in the single digits lately here.
Wasn't planning on totally going on, but I going on tonight. But I said I was going to go on tonight, so I wanted to keep my promise. I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow. I think things will be a little bit better in my world. So
around noon, it'll hit close to 38 degrees. So it's my last chance to finish my dipole setup outside. So
what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move over to DStar real quick. See the DStar dashboard pop up there? Anybody new? I'm on DStar Reflector 30 Charlie right now. I go on that pretty much all the time. having a problem with my radio. Pardon me, my hotspot. Just powering that thing down. Another thing to do when you're on a hotspot, don't park your hotspot overnight on it unless you're going to use it or use it for something. Because I don't know. In my eyes, I kind of think it might be screwing stuff up. A bunch of people tied into it. It might cause problems. And I'm on the wrong. There we go.
I'm just using the regular thing on a Geocron. I'll probably do that at a little later date. But I was working on 40 meters and watching the gray line, and I'll tell you what, it had a tremendous opening into Asia. The other morning, I actually worked one in Mongolia, a couple Russian, Asiatic, Russia. Then I seen a guy in India. I didn't get him worked in.
He's got a lot of lookups here.
And it was really phenomenal how well that band was open. And
why does that name sound familiar?
Just using a Hustler 6 BTV ground-mounted vertical. And, I mean, it was kind of like the old times there.
Oh, I've talked to him.
Like when I first got in, it's been a while since I've seen a band open as well as that was open.
Yeah, I've talked to him before. Got a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of awards.
Yeah, it sounds quite amazing, Chuck. Yeah, FT8, that's a great mode. I sure like it myself. And, you know, a lot of these modes are based on the old JT65. And that all started back in the Apollo series when they had those the Apollo rockets with NASA. That's how they used to communicate.
I would have loved to have been alive through the NASA era or the Apollo era. I'm a big NASA fan, as you can see.
The wire, you can very high noise level. You can still get a signal out. That's totally amazing.
I just ran an update on my Pi-Star as well.
Well, I've had a lot of people that, of course, you know, I know back long before my time when single sideband first come out, that was supposed to have been the end of all radio, you know. Then I think later on, when they done away with CW, that was the end of all radio and all that. Nowadays, everybody complains, it's killing amateur radio, all this FT8, nobody rag chews, nobody does this or does that. But I'll be honest with you, I think that
some people get mad when people rag chew.
Of the digital part
like there's a lot of repeaters in my area, and I know I've brought it up before, but they get mad if you talk for more than 15 minutes.
Because,
that's the other thing. I don't like to hog up this reflector like it's mine.
And you got one, I've got one that's
I think that
set up for fusion. I've got one set up.
I think I'm going to call it a night here. I just wanted to come on for a little bit and say hi to some of the folks out there on amateur radio, and a lot of followers on YouTube. You guys make the channel happen. If not, I'd just be talking to myself into this camera here, and nobody would care what I'm saying. But it's always good to connect with everybody. I wanted to make some connections tonight. I'll spend some more time, definitely more time tomorrow, getting on some ham radio. What's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, definitely some more time tomorrow night. Really looking forward to that. I want to try to experiment around a little bit. Scott up in Bakersfield made not a private room, but he made is it a reflector or a room or something like that for the channel, which I kind of want to experiment around. In fact, I'm probably going to try to drop him an email tomorrow and see if we can get some guys in from the chat in there, and we don't have to worry about anybody playing around and getting mad that we're talking. Tom, you have a good night. I'll be jumping into bed after I get in the shower here. So I don't know what time exactly I'm going to pop on tomorrow afternoon. Depends how I feel. I'm trying to do some work out here in the house here. But and if I'm feeling really good, I'm going to try to get my hair cut too. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. I don't know what that is. All right, yeah, Dana, I'll probably text you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a good day, I think. Today is 50% better than it was yesterday, so tomorrow will probably be over the hill. Ooh, dentist appointment. I have a dentist and a doctor's appointment the same day coming up next month. I don't mind it so much. I don't like the dentist, though. The dentist is like, I'd rather go to the doctor every week than go to the dentist once every 6 months. I'll just read the chat there. So anyways, anybody once again new to the channel, I really appreciate you joining in, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to be on tomorrow a couple different times. Just out here making some contacts. So I'll call it a night. I didn't think it was going to be too long of a night. I wanted to do just under an hour, which I am coming up to my hour right now. So anyways, you guys all have a good night, and thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is Greg, K6EGG. Dana, look. Have a good night, Dex.